What's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing? Let me bring the mic a little bit closer. Hold on, yo. Let me fix the mic. The mic is a little bit too far, yo. Give me a second. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Alright, everybody doing tonight, man? How y'all doing? Let me go on, you know how we always started up. Let me go on the Book of Faces, as my homegirl would say. Let me go on Facebook and put the tag over there, yo, so they can come in. Come on in. How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Don't forget, as soon as you join the stream, give this page a like if you like these kinds of videos. Give me a second, y'all. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's good. I see Diamond Onyx is in the building. Diamond, thank you for joining the stream. I see Clayton is in the house. Clay, so what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Give me a second, y'all. I got to put this on Facebook really quick. Hit that like button while you guys get up in here. Get ready. We're going to run through the comments in just a few seconds. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. All right. Cool. All right. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining the stream as usual. We got a good one tonight, man. We got a good one tonight. Hope everybody Thursday is going well. Thank you, Clayton, for joining the stream. Thank you, Diamond Onyx, for joining the stream. Diamond Onyx says, bars. We here. Clayton says, what's up, big homie? What's up, Clayton? Thank you. Thank you for the comment as well. We're going to go through that. Block of Time is here. I know Block of Time wasn't going to miss this. As soon as we put Busta Rhymes, as soon as you type in Busta Rhymes, I knew Block of Time was not going to miss this this live. Block of Time is here. Block of Time, thank you for joining the stream. Block of Time said, what's up? Busta Blocker in the building. Busta Bus. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Busta Rhymes. Today we're going to be talking about Busta Rhymes, yo. And lately, Verzuz has been knocking it out the park, all right? And lately, Busta Rhymes has been at almost all of the last, maybe 3 to 4 verses. He probably been to more, but Busta Rhymes has been live at the Verzuz lately. So is Busta Rhymes gearing up to do a Verzuz? Busta Rhymes has been talking a lot. He's been doing a lot of interviews. He's been making a lot of appearances, and he is calling people out. So we're going to talk about Busta Rhymes today. We're also going to talk about his catalog. Is his catalog good? Busta Rhymes is out there talking big stuff, but is his catalog really that good? And we're also going to talk about what is Busta Rhymes, best album. So we're going to talk about that today. Today we're also going to talk about Jay-Z. Shout out to the GOAT MC. He is going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in a few weeks. So we're going to talk about that. As well as LL Cool J and Tina Turner is also going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. And we are also going to talk about the next Verzuz location. Again, New York, we just got 3 Verzuz back to back to back. The Garden, Barclay. We're going to talk about where you guys think the next Verzuz is going to go. What city deserves to get a Verzuz? We're going to talk about that today. I see Sarah Richburg is in the building. Sarah Richburg is here. Sarah, thanks for joining the stream. Sarah says, good afternoon, 16 Bars family. Sarah, thanks for joining the stream. Don't forget, yo, NBA season is back. NBA season is back. I don't got my Knicks hat on, but if you follow Sarah, go check out Black Sarah on Instagram. Black Sarah, I think it's Black Sarah 1. Don't let me botch it. She's going to kill me. Go check out Black Sarah on Instagram. After each and every New York Knicks game, Black Sarah does a breakdown, commentary, review, recap. She goes through everything from that game. So if you're a Knicks fan, make sure and chime in each and every Knicks game. If you're not a Knicks fan, chime in, see what she got to say. If your team is playing the Knicks, chime in too, because she might go at your team. So check out Black Sarah when y'all go on Instagram, alright? Okay, who we got in the chat tonight? Diamond says, Blocker, salute. Blocker's here. Blocker's going to talk about his boy Busta Rhymes. Let me read some comments. Sarah Richburg said, Blocker time can't stand the rain, so he ain't ready for Missy Elliott versus Busta. Oh! Oh, the low blows are coming early. So let's jump into it right there. Let's jump into it right there, what Sarah is talking about. Busta Rhymes actually said recently, he actually said, find me a worthy versus opponent. A lot of names have been thrown around for the last few weeks of who should challenge Busta Rhymes. Now, Missy Elliott's name has been thrown out there, yes. I've seen on Instagram, I've seen on Twitter, I've seen on Facebook, I've seen all over YouTube. People are calling for Missy Elliott to challenge Busta Rhymes. Okay, people are thinking Missy has the catalog. Okay, even though Missy is an artist, Missy is also a producer, and Missy is also a songwriter. So if anybody out there, if any one of you out there is thinking, nah, Missy Elliott, blah, blah, blah. No. Pump your brakes. Missy Elliott has classic albums. Missy Elliott is a producer. Remember, Missy worked with Aaliyah, Missy worked with Timbo, Missy worked with Usher. Listen, Missy got hits. Not only with hers, she's written hits and she's also produced hits. Okay, when it comes to verses, it doesn't have to be just your songs only. So a lot of people are calling for Missy to go against Busta Rhymes. I gotta tell you, if Missy does go against Busta Rhymes, it's not a cakewalk for Busta. It's not. Missy got bangers. Let me see who's up in here. We got Life Allah. Life Allah join the stream. Life Allah, thanks for joining the stream. We got Sean Corbett. Sean, if I'm butchering your name, I apologize. Sean Corbett is in the building. Let me read some comments out here. Blocker said Busta got 10 albums. Okay, y'all, drop in the comment section. What is Busta Rhymes' best album? I went through today. I really had to go back and listen to some of Busta's albums. So drop in the comment section. What is Busta Rhymes' best album? I have mines. I want to hear what you guys think about Busta's best album. We're going to go through that today. Let me give y'all Busta's albums. His first album, 1996, The Coming. Next was When Disaster Strikes. Next album, Extinction Level Event. Next album, Anarchy. Next album after that, Genesis. After that, It Ain't Safe No More. 2006, he dropped The Big Bang with, that was the one he did with Dr. Dre when he was on Aftermath. Then he dropped Back on My BS. Then he dropped Extinction Level Event 2 last year. What is Busta Rhymes' best album? Can Busta Rhymes dethrone Missy? If Busta goes against Missy, will Busta Rhymes defeat Missy Elliott? Hit the comment section. I'm gonna go back to that comment from Sarah. That was a very hard-hitting comment. Sarah Richburg says, Blocker time can't stand the rain, so he ain't ready for Missy Elliott versus Busta. And if you know that's a double entendre, because Missy Elliott does have a song, I can't stand the rain. And Sarah dropping bars tonight, man. I'll see you, Sarah. Diamond says, yep, they're there. Blocker says Busta Rhymes got 10 albums. Diamond says Southern Style Cities. So Diamond wants to see Verzuz go in the Southern City. So Diamond, T.I. is asking for Verzuz. Maybe we might see Atlanta T.I. versus Diamond. So let's fingers crossed for that. Life Allah says peace family. Blocker Time says Sarah, listen, I've been bumping Busta Rhymes ever since Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See. Okay. Blocker's a real fan, man. All right. Diamond says Life Allah, blessings to you. Life Allah says Knicks just beat my team last night. Oh, you got to take that L. Life, it's only one game, life Allah. You got to take that L, Boston. Y'all got to take that L. Y'all play good, though. That 3 from Jaden Brown to tie the game, that was an amazing shot. Boston got a good team, man. Shout out to Boston. They're going to do their thing this year. They're looking good. It was only one game. All right, so fingers crossed, yo. Sean Corbet says, LL Cool J versus BUSTA. Okay, let's pump our brakes right there. Let's pump our brakes right there. LL Cool J has also been... This is the thing, man. There's a few of the veterans that's been calling for verses. T.I. is calling for verses. LL is calling for verses. Busta Rhymes is calling for verses. I saw Jason post the other day. Jason says that Twister wants to do a verses. If all of these veterans are calling verses, put them together, man. Why you can't put Busta versus LL Cool J? LL got a hell of a catalog. Y'all stop playing, man. And then Busta talking about 5 people. We're going to get into that too. So Sean says LL Cool J versus Busta Rhymes. That'll be a hell of a versus. Sarah says, yes, my Knicks was balling last night. If y'all didn't see the Knicks game last night, y'all missed a classic. A brand new classic. All right. We got Paul Lorad in the building. Paul, thank you for joining the stream. Paul says, what up, bro? No way. Okay. Clayton says his second album is his best album. So Clayton is going with When Disaster Strikes, 1997. Okay, so Clayton is saying When Disaster Strikes, 1997 is Busta Rhymes' best album. Whew, okay. Okay. I'm going to give y'all mine soon. All right, so Clayton's going with album number 2, Busta Rhymes' best album. All right. All right. Here's the thing. Let me go through a few comments first. Sorry. Hold up. A lot of comments in the comment section. Blocker Time says Busta's best 2 albums are When Disaster Strikes. That's what Clayton just said. And Genesis. No, Genesis is not one of Busta's best albums. You may like that album very much, Blocker Time, but Genesis is one of the albums that a lot of fans weren't really happy with. So, but thank you for that though. When Disaster Strikes is a great album. Genesis, question mark on that one. But you said personally for me, so yes, I get that personally. All right. Dominic says TIP. Yes, Tip wants the verses. Blocker Time says his actual 9th album is Year of the Dragon. Well, Extinction Level Event is his official 9th album. Year of the Dragon may have been a... I'm going to check Year of the Dragon and check that out, Blocker. Clayton says, Blocker Time, I'm doing good. How have you been? Everybody's chatting in the chat room. All right, so now we're going to go back to Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes. Do y'all think Missy can beat? Let's be real for a few seconds. Jason posted something up on our Instagram page. Let me get the post that Jason put up. Jason sent the post. Thanks for the post, Jason. Jason put up the post. We asked a question today. Missy Elliott versus. This is what Jason had to say. When we ask about Missy Elliott beating Busta Rhymes, this is Jason's reply. Jason says, yes, because she raps, sings, ghostwrites for other artists in different genres, that's important too, and produce, which makes it uneven, and the reason why Missy declined numerous times, and Jason also says, Busta Rhymes' best album is Extinction Level Event. Thank you for that comment, Jason. Jason also posted a comment directly from Missy's Twitter page. So somebody wrote, I vote Missy. Visually alone would be a dope matchup. This is Missy Elliott's reply. This is officially Missy Elliott's Twitter. Missy replied. Missy said, Busta is legendary. He's been around since the group called Leaders of the New School. I was in high school when he was famous. He is the GOAT. He must go against another GOAT, and I wouldn't be able to do songs I written and produced because it would go from one extreme to another. So Missy is praising BUSTA, saying that he is a GOAT. He should go against another GOAT. She's also saying that when she was a fan of his, she was still in high school when he had hits. But it's important to see what she says at the end. She says, I wouldn't be able to do songs I written and produced because it would go from one extreme to another. So she's also reminding a lot of people. Thank you for that, Jason. That's Jason commenting on our Instagram page. She's also reminding people that she doesn't just have songs that she's made, that she's sung or performed. She has songs she's written, produced, and ghostwrite. Okay, so put some respect on Missy Elliott's name if anybody out there is questioning Missy's pen. Let me go back to the chat. Blocker Time says Busta Rhymes got more hit singles than Missy Elliott. I don't know about that, Blocker. I don't know about that. You guys gotta put some respect on Missy Elliott's name, man. A lot of y'all just Blocker. Okay, all right. Clayton says Blocker Time, Busta do got hits though. That is facts. Busta got hits. Missy got hits too. Diamond Onyx is saying, whoa. Sean Corbett says, for real, the only person that can stand up with him is LL Cool J. Think about it. So, Busta Rhymes did do an interview. He did an interview last year. Late last year, he did an interview. And he said there were 3 people he would like to do a versus with. He said Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Jay-Z. This was an interview he did last year. He said those are the 3 artists that he would like to do a versus with. So drop in the comments, what is Busta Rhymes' best album? Can he hang with Missy? I'm going to jump into some Jay-Z stuff. Again, Jay-Z is being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Also being inducted is LL Cool J and the amazing Tina Turner. Now there's actually 2 categories where they're being inducted in. So Jay-Z and Tina Turner are in the performer category. So Jay-Z, Tina Turner, they're in the performer category. And LL Cool J is in the musical excellence. He's getting the musical excellence award category. So shout out to LL Cool J. Shout out to Jay-Z. And shout out to the queen, man, Tina Turner. It's big to see artists, rap artists, hip-hop artists, be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Notorious B.I.G. got inducted some years back. So shout out to Jay-Z for that. It's going to be going down, I think, next week on the 30th. So the 30th is the day that it's going to be live, and then it's also going to be aired on HBO Max after that. So on the 30th is when the ceremony is going to happen. Who do you guys think is going to introduce him? Like normally they have someone that presents him with it. Who do you guys think is going to be, if you had to guess? All right, let me hit some more comments. Let me see what y'all talking about. So I'm going to go back to the last comment. Sean Corbett said, for real, the only person that could stand up against him is LL Cool J. Blocker Time says he dropped one of my favorite songs from Genesis album, Break Your Neck. Genesis is a good album again, but when you're talking about Busta Rhymes' catalog, Genesis was not one of his top 3 albums from his catalog. Diamond says Scream song from Janet Jackson with Busta. That's a classic video. That video with Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson is classic. Scream song from Janet Jackson with Busta. I tend to listen to big time. Yes, I love that song myself, Diamond. That's an ill song. Life Allah says, yes, Missy will win. So Life Alive is picking Missy over BUSTA if it happens. Let me see. Sarah got a comment. I'll pass the comment. Sorry. Oh yeah. Sarah says, of course she can. Who gonna win saying, yeah, 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 throw your hands up. Oh gosh. You guys starting today. Sarah, Busta Rhymes got. Let me read the comment. Sarah says, of course she can. Who gonna win saying, yeah, 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 throw your hands up in the air, don't even disrespect. I love Busta, but you're gonna have to do better than that. Busta got bars, Sarah. Busta got bars. Busta got flow. Busta has stage presence. Busta has a lot of hits. You guys be killing me, man. Thank you for that comment, Sarah. Block of Time said Busta Rhymes also did stuff with the leaders of the new school. Yes, he has some stuff with them as well. Nicholas McFarland is in the building. Nicholas, thanks for joining the stream tonight. Nicholas says, finally, Dad, my birthday. All right, the 30th. All right, good stuff. Sarah says, good stuff, Jason. Life Allah says, I agree. Busta do have its hits. So does Missy. She will draw out the female fans. That is true, too. If Missy goes against Busta Rhymes, the ladies are going to show out, yo. Think about it. The celebrity females are going to come out to support Missy. They're going to support Busta too, but they're going to come out to support Missy. All right? And even though men buy albums and men listen to music, it's a known fact women buy and listen to more music than men do. So the females are going to show out. So that's a good point. Like, the females are going to come out to support Missy Elliott, man. So shout out to that. Clayton says, Block of Time, he got hits from that era as well. He might get it by a landslide. Oof, landslide. Oof. Diamond Onyx says, facts. All of the above. I'm going to go down a little bit more. Clayton says, is there a hip-hop Hall of Fame? No, I do not think that there is a official hip-hop Hall of Fame. I could be wrong, Clayton, but I don't think there is a hip-hop Hall of Fame. Officially, but I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna get back with that, Clayton. I might be wrong about that. Diamond Onyx says those artists. Sean Corbett says When Disaster Strikes is his best album. You guys love that album, huh? This is the third person that says When Disaster Strikes. Okay. I see what y'all doing. Okay. Again, I'm gonna go to Busta Rhymes' album catalog. 1996, his first album, The Coming. 1997, When Disaster Strikes. 1998, Extinction Level Event. 2000, Anarchy. 2001, Genesis. 2002, It Ain't Safe No More. 2006, The Big Bang Theory. 2009, Back on My Balls. And 2020, Extinction Level Event Part 2. So those are Busta's albums so far. It seems like you guys like 1997, When Disaster Strikes most. All right? So this is the thing about artists and their first album, y'all. A lot of artists don't get better. Okay, let me not say don't get better. A lot of artists don't make better albums than their first albums. A lot of your favorite artists, their first albums are their best albums. As much as I love Snoop Dogg has had a hell of a career. Hell of a career. Went from Death Row to down with Dr. Dre. He went with Master P. He became his own. Snoop Dogg has had many albums. Whenever you talk about Snoop Dogg and Snoop Dogg's albums, there's only one album everybody ever talks about that rises above them all. Doggy Style. As great as Snoop Dogg is as an artist, Snoop Dogg never made a better album than Doggy Style. If you agree, you agree. If you don't agree, you don't agree. Cool. A lot of your favorite artists, they have 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 albums. Their first albums are their best. They did not make better albums than their first album. Busta Rhymes, the coming. Some say that's his best album, even though you guys say When Disaster Strikes so far. I'm gonna hit some comments before I go into that. I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom and then make my way up. Clayton Phillips says, Block of Time, his Flipmo Squad hits are legendary. He also got a song with Diddy. Sarah says, Remy gonna come through and help her win too, since y'all out here crediting Fat Joe's win to Remy. Listen. Fat Joe versus Ja Rule was an amazing versus. I gave the win to Fat Joe. I think Fat Joe, to me, had better songs, better variety of songs, and I'm a Ja Rule fan too. But I think Fat Joe won that. But you have to be, we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest. Remy Ma, Ashanti, Vita, and Lil Mo, they killed that night. Maybe they elevated it so high, but the ladies killed that night, man. It was amazing to see Ashanti come out there, perform her songs, Lil Mo come out, perform, Vita come out, perform, and then Remy doing the pun verse, little switching hands with the mic. The ladies killed that night, man. Fat Joe, I gave Fat Joe the win anyway, no matter what. So I'm gonna read that again. Sarah says, Remy Ma gonna come through and help her out too, since y'all out here crediting Fat Joe's win to Remy. Alright, Block of Time says, I'm going with my man Busta Rhymes way over Missy Elliott. What a surprise. Because Busta Rhymes got animated bars, and so does Rod Digger. Missy Elliott has animated bars as well. Missy Elliott has animated style. Missy Elliott has some of the best music videos you've ever seen in your life. So does Busta Rhymes too. They're pretty close. Sean Corbett says, off topic, but what do you think about Rakim versus Kool G Rap? Rakim versus Kool G Rap will be a good versus. I'll definitely go with Rakim. I think Kool G Rap is a good artist. Kool G Rap had a good run. I want to say 88, 89, 90. Kool G Rap had a good run, but I think the more well-known artist is Rakim, and Rakim got some bangers too. I think Rakim's hits hit off more than Kool G Rap. You know, even though Kool G Rap, as a hip hop head, I know about Kool G Rap. I don't know how many people are gonna tune in to view Kool G Rap in the verses. You know, Kool G Rap rings off with the hip hop heads, but the regular viewers, regular people, I don't think Kool G Rap name rings like that. Rakim name rings, I think, much more than Kool G Rap. So thank you for that comment, Sean. But if Rakim goes against Kool G Rap, I think that's a good versus. I'm definitely have to go with Rakim on that one. Let me see what I got here. Sarah Richburg says, I'm just dropping bars today. So show me some love. I see you dropping bars, man. I see you. We're going to get you a record deal. Dominotic says, Hover the Bomb. Block of Time says, and Busta Rhymes did a lot of features since 1994. Yep. Okay. And again, Sean says, When Disaster Strikes is his best album, hands down. Hands down. Okay, so I'm gonna go into community post before I get back into best first albums that some of your favorite artists have. So this week, community post, we posted up on our Verzuz shorts. If you haven't voted for the Verzuz shorts, don't forget you can go into our community page and you'll always see a Verzuz shorts in there. This week, Verzuz shorts, we asked the question, who won the Verzuz between KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane? Alright, so 3 days ago, we posted up on our Verzuz shorts Who won the Verzuz between KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane? There were 92 votes. Thank you guys. You guys coming through. There were 92 votes. 59% versus 41%. All right? Who won the Verzuz? KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane. 92 votes. 59%. The winner so far, you guys voted for, with 59%, the Blastmaster KRS-One. So you guys are going with KRS-One winning the Verzuz. I gave it to KRS-One as well. So we were just talking about Busta Rhymes and some of your favorite artists that even though they had a lot of albums, they never made better albums than their first. Raekwon has a bunch of albums in his catalog. Most people will tell you Raekwon's first album, Only Built for Cuban Link, is his best album. Drop in the comments if you don't agree. Method Man. Method Man has about five albums maybe. Most people will tell you Method Man's first album, Tikal, is his best album. Styles P, loved in the hip-hop community. Styles P has been around since the early 90s. Styles P has tons of albums out. Most people will tell you his first album, A Gangster and a Gentleman, is his first album. If you don't agree, hit the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace, DMX. Most people will tell you It's Dark and Hell is Hot is DMX's best album. Even though Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood was an amazing album, me personally, I'm torn between the two. But most people will tell you It's Dark and Hell is Hot was DMX's best album, his first album. How about Lil' Kim? Most people will tell you Lil' Kim's first album was her best album. Hardcore. How about Blocker Tom's favorite MC, 50 Cent? I'm joking, Blocker. I'm joking. 50 Cent has like 8 or 9 albums. Maybe not that much, but he has a lot of albums. Most people will tell you Get Rich or Die Trying is 50's best album. A lot of your favorite artists didn't get better. Busta Rhymes has albums that you could go to his catalog and you'd be like, he made better content. Let's keep going. Nas Escobar. Jason's gonna kill me for this one. I hope Jason's not in the chat. We get Jason's here. If Jason's here, Jason's gonna have my head for this one. Nas Escobar. Even though I don't agree with most people, I still think It Was Written is Nas's best album. But most people will tell you Nas' best album is Illmatic, his first album. Foxy Brown, my girl Foxy, the Ill Nana. Go to Foxy's catalog. China Doll. BK's. Go through her catalog. What album is better than Il Nana? You tell me what album is better than Foxy's first album, Il Nana? You tell me. I'm going to go to Busta Rhymes' catalog again before I give you my favorite Busta Rhymes album. 1996, The Coming, I think is an amazing first album. That is in his top 3 albums, his first album. You guys voted 1997 so far, When Disaster Strikes. 1998, Extinction Level Event. 2000, Anarchy. 2001, Genesis. 2002, It Ain't Safe No More. 2006, The Big Bang. 2009, Back on My BS. and 2020 Extinction Level Event Part 2. My favorite Busta Rhymes album is The Big Bang. And after The Big Bang, I'm going with his first album, The Coming. So my favorite album, 2006, my favorite Busta Rhymes album is The Big Bang. At that time, I was working in Roosevelt Field Mall, Starbucks. I was an assistant manager there. And I used to normally open sometimes and close the store. And we had a little kiosk. We had a kiosk store in the middle of the mall. And when the mall would close, you know, we had to clean up and prep for the next day and stuff like that. We used to have a boombox. Shout out to my boy Jerry. He has a podcast on Sundays on Instagram. Go check him out. We used to have a boombox, and we used to just blast the music. The whole mall could hear our music, but again, the mall was closed. We used to be cleaning up. And at that time, I had bought that album, and we had the disc. We used to blast the hell out of that album. Woo! The Big Bang, it got a lot of play in Starbucks, Roosevelt Field Mall back in 2006. So hit the comments. Let me know what you guys think is Busta Rhymes' best album. Don't forget, if you like this video, you like our videos, hit the like button, y'all. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you're watching now, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share the videos. You can share it right now. Tell some of your friends about the content. This morning, we dropped another hip-hop opener. This morning, we dropped the Nas, the God's Son album, track number 1, Get Down. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video later. Shout out to Nas, one of the best hip-hop album openers ever. God's Son album. Tomorrow, Freestyle Fridays. We got one of your favorite MCs coming Freestyle Fridays tomorrow. So make sure and tune in tomorrow for Freestyle Fridays. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, hit the super chat link down below with the PayPal if you want to support the channel. If you have a song that you want to get a reaction, you want to get a review, send it in to our 16Bar Show Gmail, and we'll take a look at it. We'll put a video together and we'll put it out there, do a review. And yeah, man, don't forget, hit subscribe and don't forget to like the video. Alright, so we just went through some artists that had some great first albums, didn't have good second albums. Next verse is location. Where are we gonna go, y'all? Where is Swiss Beats and Timbaland gonna go next with the next verses? Diamond says that they should go south. Alright, Diamond said we should go down south. T.I.'s been talking about the verses. I've seen 3 6 Mafia talk about the verses. All of that stuff. Let me go back into the communities page. We had a post. We had a post on there. Hold up. Clayton had dropped a post. Let me go get Clayton had a reply. Okay. Alright, so on the communities page, when we asked about the albums, this is Clayton. Clayton says, Busta versus Missy is a great even battle. Busta Rhymes' best album is his second album. Alright, Clayton. And JK number 5 dropped a comment. JK number 5 says, Busta Rhymes over Missy, if it ever happens. So JK number 5 is going with Busta Rhymes. And JK number 5 says Busta Rhymes' best album is his first album, The Coming. And he gives that album 4 stars. Where are we going with verses next? That's what I need to know. I'm gonna go back in the comments. Drop some comments. Let me know where y'all want to go next with verses. Ooh, you guys have got a lot of comments in here. Let me try and catch up a little bit. I'm gonna go back up to Sarah. Sarah says, Remy gonna come through and help her win too. Since y'all out here crediting Fat Joe, win Remy. Clayton says, Block of Time, the Flipbo Squad has some legendary hits. Also a song with Diddy. Busta is most definitely better than Diddy. Yes, don't put Busta Rhymes and Puff Daddy in the same category, y'all. Don't do it. Puff Daddy, even though he sold records, Puff Daddy is just an artist. He doesn't write his own material. Don't disrespect. Busta Rhymes like that, y'all. Sarah says they elevated it, but Joe did his thing. Joe did do his thing. Joe did do his thing, and you're right. The ladies, they elevated the crap out of that Verzuz. Sarah says Remy gonna come give Missy an assist. I would love to see that. Block of Time says we gotta talk about Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. That's a good track. That's a good track. It's a classic. Busta got classics. Clayton says that song was a major hit. It's one of my favorites by him. Block of Time says Joe did not win. Ja Rule was declared the winner of that Verzuz, my brother. Who declared Ja Rule the winner? Yes, I've seen people say Ja Rule won. It was a good Verzuz. You can go, if anybody goes Ja Rule or Fat Joe, I can't be mad at you. I can't. Life Allah says Missy could bring the kids out as well to have the crowd moving. Missy definitely, if Missy does a Verzuz, she's definitely going to bring out the break dancers and the dancers. If you watch a lot of Missy's old videos, she always has some young person doing like dances and stuff. So that is true, Life Allah. That's facts. Let me go down a little bit. Block of Time said 50 Cent's got 5 albums in his discography. And like I said, Get Rich or Die Trying is not a classic album. And I'm giving his discography a 1 mic. Block of Time, alright. I respect that. Block of Time says, I'm a Busta Rhymes fan and a Ja Rule fan. We all know. Life Allah says MOP versus Onyx. Life Allah, that's not fair. That's not fair. Onyx has way too much of a catalog for MOP. That's Life Allah, that is not fair. Let me pull up MOP. Let me pull up MOP's discography. Let me pull up MOP discography. Hold on a second. MOP, To the Death, Firing Squad, First Family for Life, Warriors, Sin Foundation, Sparta. No. Life Allah, no. MOP versus Onyx, I'm going with Onyx. No way I'm not. No way. I'm going with Onyx. I'm sorry, MOP. I'm sorry. But let me pull up Onyx discography for a second. Onyx, 1993, Back to F Up. 1995, All We Got Is Us. I love that album. 1998, Shut 'Em Down. I love that double CD. I have that double CD. 2002, Back to F Up Part 2. 2003, Trigonometry. 2014, Wake the F Up. 2018, Black Rock. 2019. So listen, no. I'm going, Life Allah, I'm going with Onyx over MOP if that happens. No disrespect to MOP. Firing Squad, you're my dudes. But Onyx is just crazy legendary, man. I can't go against Onyx, yo. See what's going on here. Block of Time says, I want it in California. Okay. I think Game is out there, right? I think Game is in Cali. So maybe we'll get a Game or West Coast. Dr. Dre. All right. Block of Time says I'm going with my man Federal Star Onyx way over MOP. I agree, Blocker. I'm going Onyx over. I'm going Onyx over a lot of people. Sarah says, touch it, bring it, baby. Oh. Sarah's throwing on bars today. Sarah says, touch it, bring it, bars. I don't think they're ready for this next Verzuz. I think right now, Sarah, they're going to let this Verzuz, the Rakim Big Daddy, the Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. I think they're going to let this breathe for like maybe 2-3 weeks to get their album sales, going, their streams going. I think they may announce one after. No, that's right there. Halloween is right there, right? They may do one Halloween. But I would think they would wait about 2 to 3 weeks to announce the next Verzuz. But we'll see if they do anything for Halloween. We'll see. Life Allah says Kane won. I gave it to KRS-One. But again, like I said last week, Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One was the first battle where if I ever had to give a tie, I would have definitely given a tie. That was an amazing battle. Clayton says they should do it in New Orleans. Woo! They do it in New Orleans. That means the Tank is coming out. If you don't know who the Tank is, the No Limit Soldiers could come out. What's that other group? The Hot Boys can do one. So New Orleans, they got some peoples down there, Clayton. They could definitely do one in New Orleans. So Clayton want to see New Orleans. Sarah says New Orleans would be fire, but they should do it in New York City. Sarah, we just got 3. We got 2 Garden and 1 Barclays. If they do it in New York, I won't be mad either. I'll still watch it. But let somebody else live. Sarah says, but they should do it in NYC only. NYC is doing big numbers. I said last week, this is what I said last week. I said, we did 3 verses back-to-back in New York. And there were 3 amazing verses. Okay, these last 3 verses, the artists were amazing. The crowd participation was amazing. Tickets were, like ticket sales were crazy. I see the merch. The merch is out. The merch is doing crazy. And a lot of the fans, after last week, they saying that Big Daddy Kane versus KRS One was the best verses. Before that one happened, they were praising the Ja Rule and Fat Joe. They said that one was amazing. Before that, they were praising the Dipset versus the Lock. They said that was the best. So New York has had 3 back-to-back amazing verses. So whoever goes next, man, whatever city goes next, they're under a lot of pressure, y'all. A lot of pressure. I see a comment from Life Allah. Nas versus Rakim. Whew. 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 Wow. There was a time when verses first started out. I didn't think that I would see a Nas versus. Because I was thinking, Nas is doing so many things. He has his restaurant, Sweet Chick. He's doing the cryptocurrency thing. He has a bunch of Silicon Valley entrepreneurship, some businesses going. But then it dawned on me, Nas is still consistently dropping music. Like we just got King's Disease 1 and 2 back to back. And then before that we had the Lost Tapes 2, I think before that. I think we had the Kanye 7-song Lost Tapes 2. So Nas has been very busy with music as well. So my mind has changed. I at first, Life Allah, at first I thought Nas wouldn't do a verse. He's too busy. But now when I look online, I'm seeing Nas is doing more music videos. I'm looking at these celebrity parties. Nas is up in all of these celebrity parties. So I don't think it's out of the question now to see a Nas versus, yo. I don't think he will do it. I think Nas is such an icon that he doesn't have to do a versus to get sales, his name back out there. He's doing a lot of things, but I can see it happening. If Nas goes against Rakim, I'm definitely going with Nas. I think Rakim is an amazing MC, but Rakim's career went from the 80s to the 90s. You know, and that was early 90s. Rakim didn't really release a lot of things late 90s into 2000s like that. Nas has been around since early 90s, and it's 2021. So we're almost 30 years of Nas being consistent. So if Nas goes against Rakim, y'all, I'm definitely going with Nas on that one. Thank you for that one, Life Allah. That's a good one. Blocker Time says, I would give Busta Rhymes discography a 100 mics. Blocker. I like Busta Rhymes too. Busta Rhymes discography, Blocker. Let's be honest for a second. Let's be real for a second. I'm gonna pump my brakes for a second, yo. Let's be real for a second. I'm gonna go through Busta Rhymes' album and give you some verdicts. 1996, The Coming album. That was an amazing album. Good album. Thumbs up. His second album, When Disaster Strikes. I know I've seen you guys posting. Y'all love that album. That album gets a, it's. I'm going to go neutral. I'm going to go neutral on When Disaster Strikes. 1997. Extinction Level Event. I'm gonna go neutral. I'm gonna go neutral. Extinction Level Event. Anarchy 2000. I'm going thumbs down. Anarchy. Anarchy was not that good. Genesis 2001. I'm going thumbs down on Genesis. Genesis was not that good. 2002. It Ain't Safe No More. I'm going thumbs up. The Big Bang 2006. I'm going thumbs up. Back on My BS in 2009. Back on My BS. I'm gonna go thumbs up. I'm gonna go thumbs up. Back on My BS. His last album, Extinction Level Event 2. I'm going neutral. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Four or five of Busta Rhymes' 9 albums, I would say, are exceptionally well put together albums. So to give Busta Rhymes' catalog, let's say a 5 out of 5 is not being, it's not fair. It's not fair, and realistically, I wouldn't do it. A lot of fans out there love music, they love their artists, but when you look at Busta Rhymes' albums, when you look at that discography, he has some he has some hits. He does have a lot of misses as well. But shout out Blocker Time, thanks for that. Eric Stone is in the building. Eric Stone, thanks for joining the stream. Sarah says, I am greedy. Sarah wants all the verses in New York City, Barclays, and the Garden. Sarah wants to see Spike Lee in his Louis Vuitton with his man purse again. What was Spike Lee wearing? You know what? Spike is the man. Let me leave Spike alone. Spike gonna come for me. Let me leave Spike alone. Eric Stone said, what's up? Eric, thanks for joining the stream tonight. Sarah says, I am greedy for the love of the art. NYC is the mecca of the genre. Keep it home. Yes, I still do believe that New York City is the mecca of hip-hop. Even though some people say the South has taken over and stuff. But when it comes to bars, let me not say quality music, but when it comes to bars, I think New York City still holds that crown, yo. We're creeping up on the 53-minute. We're going to get ready to get up out of here real soon. Again, who do you think will win in the Verzuz? Busta Rhymes versus Missy Elliott. I think Missy's going to hold her own. I think Missy can actually dethrone Busta. Is Busta being a little too cocky? Busta is out there talking a lot of trash. But I think if Missy and Busta does happen, I think Missy has a chance to dethrone him. I see some of you talking about LL Cool J. Some of you says Nas. It could happen. Where is the next Verzuz location going to be? I've seen down south. I've seen New Orleans. Sarah wants to keep it in New York City. Where do you guys see the next Verzuz town? Where is the next Verzuz going to be kept? I'm going to read a few more comments. Diamond Onyx says, Eric. Eric said, back up to Diamond. What's up? Blocker Tom says, Sarah Rich, now I'm spitting bars. Diamond says, hey to you, Eric. All right, good, good, good. Blocker Time said, yes, Genesis was a good album. Okay, okay, okay. Diamond Alex says 4 albums. Yes, out of those 9 albums, I would say Diamond, 4 of those albums to me passed the grade. Eric Stone said, what if BUSTA brought out Janet? Listen, Janet Jackson is... If BUSTA can get Janet to come to a Verzuz, that's like when Jay-Z brought out Michael Jackson in Summer Jam. Like when Jay-Z brought Michael Jackson out, and the Summer Jam, the whole crowd, when they looked up on that big screen and they saw Michael Jackson inside, that was a moment in hip hop. Listen, if Busta Rhymes is performing and Janet Jackson walks out, are you guys crazy? Yo, whoo, I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind, Eric, if Janet Jackson shows up. Man, shout out to Janet Jackson, man. I love me some Janet Jackson. Eric, thank you for that, man. But if that happens, I'm going to lose my mind. Wherever the venue is, they're going to lose their mind too if Janet Jackson comes out and performs. Block of Time says, Eric Stone, I want to see Busta Rhymes bring out Janet Jackson for What's It Gonna Be. That would be amazing. Sarah says, Block of Time, I'm with you. I ain't mad at you. Got nothing but love for you. Ooh, I ain't mad at you. I got nothing but love for you. Sarah's spitting bars tonight. We're going to give you a record deal, Sarah. All right. Diamond Eye says, I see. Sarah says, can I add you to Instagram? Blocker, check out Sarah's. Sarah has a New York Knicks post-game show after every Knicks game. So go on to Instagram. After every Knicks game, she breaks down the game, big plays, points, rebounds, gives you a whole rundown of the game. If your favorite team is playing against the Knicks, you definitely want to check out right after the game is finished on her Instagram Live. She's going to have that on there. So go check that out. Sarah says, Busta would lose his mind too. That ain't happening. Yeah, man. I don't know if you can get Janet Jackson to come out like that, man. I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. Janet, I love Janet, but Janet is an icon, man. Getting her out there is I'm with Sarah on that one. Diamond Alex says Justin Timberlake had that football performance. Yeah, that was the Justin messed it up for a lot of people, but Justin did apologize some years later though. But thank you, Diamond. Yeah, Justin had that little. Justin messed it up for a lot of people. Ever since that, Janet has been like staying low key. Yeah, Justin, you messed it up, man. Thank you for that, Diamond. Yo. We on the 57 mark. We gonna get ready to get up out of here. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining the stream as always. Don't forget, Freestyle Friday video is dropping tomorrow. Get ready for Freestyle Fridays. Don't forget, go back and check the video we dropped this morning. Best hip hop openers. We just dropped the Nas. Don't forget to go back and check some of the older stuff. We had the Nicki Minaj. We had the Styles P. We had Blastmaster KRF. We had a whole bunch of stuff. Go check out those videos. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, don't forget, go hit that subscribe button. On this video right here, right now, hit that like button. Don't forget to share the videos. We're going to see y'all each and every Thursday night.